Hey, it's your girl Mystique here, and let's get ready to manifest. Thanks for joining me once again for another Manifesting with Mystique session. I created this channel to help people because I know how it feels to think you're alone and that everyone is against you. And in this space, that's just not true. On this channel, it is my heartfelt intention to empower others to shift from living as a mundane, everyday, same shite muggle to an unapologetic, relentless manifester through the power of your divine will. Yes, I believe in magic. I believe in angels. I believe in unicorns. I believe in everything. And I definitely believe we each have a divine blueprint of abundance and well-being. We only need to align with that vision through the renewing of our minds. This is why I believe practicing manifestation techniques and rituals is so important. On a consistent basis, the world is trying to program you to be, do, and go every which way other than what is the very best and highest for you. It's up to us to devote our time and energy to programming our minds to attain and live in our God-given blueprint, our divine destiny blueprint, our divine destiny of abundance blueprint. This is why I believe it's important to practice new moon abundance and full moon release rituals every season. Staying in tune with the phases of the moon will help you to strategically build your life. The new moon is a time for renewal, when we can plant seeds of intentions for what we want to manifest and create in our lives, whether that be in business, finances, emotional states of being, or our physical health and vitality. The new moon, which occurs at the beginning of the month, marks a period where we access a clean slate. It's a time of the month when we gather our thoughts, make plans, set goals, take action towards our goals, push through obstacles, and build up our momentum. I also want to add that it will be tremendously helpful for you to state your intentions at night and in the daytime, and commit to journal writing, taking account of every victory you accomplished that brought you closer to your goal, as well as any difficulties you encounter, to decipher what resistance came up so that you can clear it away during the second half of the moon phase. The new moon phase is the phase we use to attract what you want towards you. This is when you set up and lay out all the pieces to your puzzle. You then begin putting all the easy pieces together and separate the pieces you know belong, but you are not completely sure exactly where it might go yet, right? I know that most people have put together puzzles, right? I know that when I do the puzzles, I usually try to do the border first, right? That's like the easiest part. And then I take like all of the other pieces, right? You put all the colored pieces together, right? And then you put all the weird pieces that look like nothing, right? You don't know what to do with them pieces. You put those in a pile. And you try to build the puzzle going like along like what matches. The easiest matches, should I say. That's how you can build your life and add the things that you want to your life. If you look at it from like the perspective of a puzzle. I hope that I'm being clear. Okay. So you want to practice these three things during the new moon phase. All right. Focus, forgiveness, and feelings. All right. If we want our desires to manifest successfully, we have to get laser focused on our goals, pay attention to our feelings, and practice forgiveness. Okay? Being compassionate and loving towards ourselves and others will lessen the resistance that could show up on our path to block or slow down our manifestations. Okay? Now, during the full moon phase, This is when we banish, push away, or bind down what we don't want to occur that would block or slow down our requests. Here's the point where we go back through our journals and review the nuisances we experienced once we committed to our intentions that we set. These are the things that we will release, banish, and bind down at this time during the full moon phase. These are also the people, places, and things that we'll push away or isolate ourselves from, even if it's just for a short period of time while we create what we want, right? So during this time, we'll notice the manifestations of the previous intentions we set like over 6 months ago. This is basically a harvest, a karma reaping. Now, whether you reap good karma or not so good karma depends on whether you sow good seed into good soil and whether the universe determines your deeds to be balanced or out of balance. Okay? During the full moon phase, the full moon release phase, we want to practice these 3 things: reflect, release, and recuperate. So during this period, we are to reflect by turning inward to consider how committed we are to achieving our goals, right? So it's like I set these goals and now here it is about 2 weeks in and I'm like, do I really want this? Now this is where our feelings had come in, right? And during the new moon phase. And we should have journaled all of this down. Now, do we really feel that the effort that we're going to have to put into attracting or aligning with our desire is worth it? All right. And it depends on what it is that you say that you want. Right. This is how we decide, am I really committed to this? All right. Then you want to release and let go of what is blocking or hindering you from moving towards this goal, right? So if you say, you know what, no, I'm committed to this. I saw the things that I have to face. And you know what? I don't care what I have to face. I don't care what I have to go through. I'm committed to this, even if it's not easy. Okay? And then the third are recuperate and give ourselves time to rest and reset for the next new moon phase. Okay? So by the time the next new moon phase begins, we can reassess where we are in proximity to the previous goals that we set and decide if we want to set new ones. Okay? Now, it's probably best to only focus on 3 to 5 goals at a time, at least 3, right? But no more than 5. All right. As you achieve one, replace it with a new one. This is how we build our lives, guys. And I know that this works because this is how I achieved things in my life that most people say, how did she do that? And I achieved a lot of things with nothing, with having nothing. Okay. And now I've developed the discipline. I learned so many different lessons over the past 20 years of my life about manifestation, energy work, and the power of the mind that only now am I beginning to see how to really do this thing. And I had to learn a lot of lessons. And that's because I was there. And that was because my desire was to get my bloodline out of poverty. That was my desire. And that my ancestors heard that desire from me. And they took me through everything. I went through so much stuff and to see. It's like, do you still want to do this? Do you still want to do this? Now you got to learn about this. Now you got to learn about that. Now you got to experience this. Did you change your mind? Do you want to quit? I said, no, I still want to do this. So here I am now. And I'm telling you this now. I don't want to talk. I'm going to just show. I'm sharing and showing. That's it. So you always want to keep your goals in front of your mind. All right. So you want to read them before you go to bed. And then when you first wake up in the morning. And if you want to double down on this part, you can even write them down every day and every night as well. Okay. And I'm telling you guys, this stuff works. Okay. It works. You also want to create affirmations to recite throughout your day to keep your energy high and attractive to your desires. All right. You want to create 4 to 5 affirmations that pull your desires towards you, and 4 to 5 affirmations that keep your mind, life, and your path clear of blockages for your desires. All right. So if you go back and you watch my Capricorn season, my new moon and Capricorn season video, and my full moon, my Cancer full moon release video, then you can see those affirmations that I used. And during the new moon, they were attraction affirmations. Okay. The affirmations that I used during the full moon, they binded down what I didn't want to occur. Okay. To like push away and release. Okay. Now I'm still going to be saying all 10 of those affirmations. Right. So when a new moon phase begins, right, in a couple of weeks, I'll go back to the attraction affirmations. But for the next 2 weeks, I'll be practicing my release affirmations. The affirmations that will help me to bind down or banish the things that contradict what it is that I'm saying that I want. You see what I'm saying? So if you follow me, then you'll see each season my affirmations might change depending on what my intentions are. That's what, but you could use the same affirmations over and over and over for each season. You don't have to change them, but I'm going to change them because I'm going to share with my collective. I know that everybody's not always going to be focused on creating a business, becoming a leader, getting, some people got their money and they already know, how to handle their money. Like their money financial world is good. Maybe they want to heal their bodies. Maybe they want better relationships. You know what I mean? Maybe they just want more confidence, and each season helps you to tap into different parts of your life where you can, see improvement. So for the Cancer season, this is about your emotional world and how you nurture yourself, right? So once Cancer season comes up again, I'll make sure that those affirmations that I use will be more towards nurturing the mother in me, how I can mother myself, how I can self-soothe, right? Okay, how I could be more in my feminine power as well. Okay. So now there are 2 energy techniques I absolutely love that can tremendously help you keep your mind and path clear of interferences to your desires. That is EFT, which stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, and the Ho'oponopono technique. All right. So I'll share a link explaining these 2 procedures in the description if you want to learn more about them. Okay. I did a video on them, and I'll put the link, and I'll also, put it somewhere on the screen. You'll see a tab if you want to check that video out after you finish watching this one. Okay. So now we're halfway through Capricorn season. So let's do a recap of where we began. Okay. Because I find it quite interesting that Capricorn season begins only 2 weeks before the new year starts, all right? And during this time, if you practice energy work or spirituality, you may feel the urge to come to terms with what no longer serves you so that you can make room for the experiences that the new year has in store for you. All right. So now, since Saturn rules Capricorn, you may even notice that all of a sudden you intuitively want to become more responsible and disciplined and get things in order. So wrapping up incomplete projects, gaining stability, and feeling secure, especially financially, will become very important if you are someone who likes to begin the new year with clarity and freshness. All right. So now Capricorn's motto is I have or I control. It's a cardinal earth element. So basically it says, let me take account of the resources I have or that I have access to so that I am abundant and prepared for where I want to go. All right. That's basically Capricorn's perspective. All right. Cardinal energies set the tone and get things started. Now, if you know any Capricorns, you'll notice that most of them, in one sense or another, are ambitious, disciplined, and responsible. All right. Their symbol is a sea goat, half fish and half goat. And goats are known to be very stubborn, which is expressed in their drive to build and achieve a high status in life and create wealth. Saturn values structure, organization, justice, and respect. Not to mention is one of the strictest planetary energies to work with, as well as one of the most rewarding. Okay. This would explain why they would be considered the best candidates for management positions. All right. They are also known for following the rules, so they are usually great at handling financial matters. Okay. Capricorn season is the perfect time to make bold intentions regarding your living arrangements and how you generate income. You might also want to focus on creating a work-life balance during this time, as the energy makes it easier to do so. I made a video titled Capricorn Crystals and Gems, where I shared stones aligned with the Capricorn energy that you might want to check out later after you finish this video. Okay, I'll post that link in the description for you. Okay, so now let's talk about the full moon in Cancer. All right, if you can think back to 6 months ago, you probably noticed instances of things you were talking about during the end of June into July. All right. This full moon would be the harvest time for all the intentions you set during the Cancer new moon phase. Okay. If you hadn't consciously set intentions, then what you are seeing and experiencing are the things you were fervently talking about and intensely focused on during that time period. All right. So this is why it's important to pay close attention to your conversations and actions to avoid creating things in your life you don't really want. All right. This full moon in Cancer, it was called the wolf moon. Okay. Cancer is a nurturing, mothering energy. So during this time, you can expect to experience heavy outpours of emotions. And since the full moon phase is a time of reflection and healing, the name wolf moon is perfect at this, as it is thought that it would offer us a great opportunity for deep self-reflection. Precisely what is needed during this time, especially when it's like it's kind of like the beginning of the year, right? Especially since it's like, we still at the beginning of the year. We only 8 days in, okay? So we can use this time to get rid of everything we weren't able to shake off the previous year during this sensitive lunar phase, okay? So remain aware of tensions in your relationships that may cause arguments and misunderstandings. And do your best to be calm and forgiving during this period. The Ho'oponopono practice will help you tremendously at this time, as this technique will help you, right, when things in your life get overwhelming, all right, or emotional, okay? So now I want to share with you 3 stones that you might want to use during the Cancer season, and I'm going to tell you why, okay? So the first one is cellulite, okay? And I have 2 of them, all right? Oh, this is the Capricorn alchemical symbol. This is the Capricorn symbol, and this is the Cancer symbol. Okay, I just wanted to have those out there just in case someone didn't know what they were. Okay, and this is cellulite. Okay, I have 2 of them. So this is my little wand, right? I actually found this. Okay, so where I live, right, we have a washing machine. You know, that everyone could use, right? So, you know, I don't have my own washing machine, but there's a washing machine on the premises. So I reach into the washing machine, right, to grab my clothes out, and this was in there with my clothes. So I threw it away because I had no idea what it was, right, at first. And, well, this one I bought, okay, and this one, see how pretty it is, okay? So I was on the phone with my friend, and I threw it inside the garbage, and she was like, what is that? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I found something in the garbage. I was like, I thought it was something that broke off in the machine or something. You know, it was like in my clothes. So then she was like, Tiff, she was like, it sounded pretty heavy. And she was like, it was in the washing machine. I was like, yeah. She was like, you know, so we going through the conversation. She was like, you ain't hear it? I was like, no. She was like, that sounded pretty heavy. I was like, let me send you a picture of it. I was like, because I don't know what it is. I sent her a picture, and she loves gems and crystals. And she was like, Tiffany, that's selenite. And I was like, why would it be inside the washing machine? She was like, I would not throw that away. She was like, that's not like you found it. She was like, it was inside the washing machine. She was like, that sounded like it was attracted to you. So this is my little cellulite. You know, I use it as a wand. I used to use it as a wand before I got this one, but I still use it. All right. Now, this crystal is actually nicknamed Divine Light. Okay. It promotes mental clarity and divine inspiration. And at the time that it came, I was actually, at the time, I should have documented when I found this. Maybe, you know, I can't remember. I know I bought this like 2 months ago. Like 2 months ago, I bought this. I can't remember how long ago I found this. Maybe 4 or 5 months ago. Me and my friend. If I asked her, she'll probably remember because she has a very, very, very good memory. She probably be like, oh yeah, I know what I was doing during that time. All right. So like I said, it promotes mental clarity and divine inspiration. All right. It can help you to prepare for challenges and changes in your life. Okay. This is one of the most powerful stones that you could get. All right. And it's not even expensive. All right. So you can use it at this time to banish confusion. Right. And to let go of past trauma-filled experiences. Okay. It can also help you to reconcile misunderstandings. It will help you to be more present and properly utilize your intuition. This stone can also promote mental flexibility so that you make better decisions. All the things that we need for a time like this, you know, for a moon phase, for a full moon phase like this, that is anchoring the energy that Capricorn brought in the beginning, brought in with it during the beginning of the month. So this is a great, great, great stone to use. Okay. So now here are 2 other stones that I actually want to adapt into my my collection. I don't have these yet, but I'm gonna get them. All right. It's called, this one is called Carnelian, right? And it's nicknamed Creativity, all right? So this stone protects against the evil eye and glamour spells. All right. That's why I want this one. I'm like, and it also corresponds, to the Cancer, Cancer zodiac. All right. It can also help with your metabolism. Okay. And help you to express courage when you face danger through inner strength. All right. It helps you to develop your leadership skills and to trust your gut. It can also help you to remain calm during extreme situations. This is a wonderful stone to use during the Cancer full moon, and I'm sure during the Cancer season, but with the way the energies are aligned right now with all these, retrogrades and all this other stuff, that I'm learning about, I'm like, okay, this is the stone that I need, right? Okay. And here's another beautiful stone. And I think I had an opportunity to buy this stone one time, and I didn't buy it because I didn't know what it was about. And I bought something else. I bought the agate, agate, which I'll talk about that stone at another time. But I'm like, wow, I didn't know, what, like the benefits of this stone. Now I'm doing my research, this stone is nicknamed the safe haven. Okay. And it promotes calmness during stressful times. Okay. And, or if you get sick, right? Because sometimes, right, we develop illnesses. We might develop an illness, right? And it might put stress on you. So this stone will actually help with that. Oh, let me see, get that glare off of there. Okay. So this stone will actually help with that. Okay. It can help you to keep a good perspective. Like, sometimes just a change in your perspective could help you to get through your day. The affirmations help, but from what I researched, just holding this stone will help you with that. Okay. Will help you, to gain a better perspective, so sometimes something might occur, that might surprise us, right? And, like it make you jump out of your skin, right? So sometimes you don't be in your right mind. You be like, oh, shoot, something could just happen, and you be like, dang, it just like, it shocks your system, right? This would help you, all right? If you have this stone around, this stone will help with those situations that'll keep you grounded, okay? Because Cancer is an emotional time period, right? It's connected to the water element, okay? So you want to have stones that can help you to stay grounded, all right? And Eye of the Stone is one of them. The selenite is one of them. And the carnelian will help you to be more passionate. Okay. This is going to help you be more passionate. All right. Yeah. So the Eye of the Stone is going to help you with your adrenaline. Okay. If things get crazy around you, this stone is going to help you with your adrenaline. All right. So now, what stones and crystals are you guys using during the Cancer and Capricorn seasons? Please post it in the comments below. I would love, absolutely love to hear some, because I'm still building up my gem collection, and my crystals. This is something that took me a long time to start to adapt into my my rituals, like the crystal parts, like crystals and the gems, because I didn't really, that wasn't something that I was brought up on. So I had to kind of learn about this stuff on my own, and it could be very expensive, like one of them I could show you this one. This was one of the very first things. Let me move that. Okay. That I had learned about. See my amethyst, and I charge my water. And I bought this a couple years ago. You know, look how pretty that is. So I want to get more like this, you know. I want to get me some more like this. But this is the type of things that, you know, I'm just learning about. And I just want to share it with you guys because I know that it's helpful. And sometimes people are gatekeepers of information. They don't share things. I am not a gatekeeper of information. I'm careful. I am careful with what I share. But certain things I feel that, you know, everyone... This is helpful to, you know, it's helpful to know what types of things, you know, that you can use to protect yourself against, right? You don't have to worry about me glamoring you or, you know, trying to, you know, take your energy or anything like that. You know, I'm not going to vamp you because, honey, I'm connected to an infinite flow of energy. Okay. The people that's out there doing that, they living in a limited mindset. I don't live in a limited mindset. I live in an abundant mindset, and I do not suffer from low self-esteem. So when I need something, I know who to go get it from. I know where to go get it because I know whose I am. And I know who I am. Okay. So now that concludes today's Manifesting with Mystique session. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Remember to hit the thumbs up button and to share this video because sharing is caring, especially if you found it helpful. And if no one told you this today, remember, Mystique loves you, baby. I'll see you in the next vid. Peace.